always got something negative to say. Negative Nancy's. I'm sick of y'all. Yeah, first thing I was about Section 8. Go get some Section 8. Who don't want no Section 8? Who want to be struggling? Got about 10 damn families living in one house and y'all worried about a bitch on Section 8. I'm living my best life over here.
See, I ain't want to judge nobody. Why is these people messing with this woman on her Section 8? Why? She probably shouldn't have told people that, for one. But even with knowing that that's her story, I don't know. I wouldn't make fun of it or judge it. I just wouldn't.
Living my best life over here on Section 8. And I'm going to die on Section 8. I don't got no motherfucking plans or no future getting off of it.
Hold on, lady. Hold on. Because I just defended you low-key. And now you got us out here both looking stupid. You can't say that. You gotta want more. Child, I just defended you. Now we out here both with egg on our face looking dumb as hell. Thanks, lady.
So if you're waiting on my Section 8, bitch, go stand back and lie, ho. You're gonna be waiting on Section 9, waiting on my motherfucking voucher. Sure enough is, I ain't letting it go. Period.
I have no idea how that stuff works. But what does that mean I'm not letting it go? Don't you eventually, get kicked off? Or something? I don't know, after, a certain amount of years? Or something?
Period. I'm dying on it. If you had custody of your kids, you can approve for Section 8 too. But y'all too lost in the streets.
You out here looking crazy as hell and kind of gross with all this food in your mouth.
So you ain't got your chair. The next bitch living with your chair on low income. So you're mad. And then be the mans. Talking about some Section 8. Y'all want a bitch on Section 8 so bad it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I'm sick of y'all. Whoa! You don't pay $2? Neither do I. I don't pay $2. But goddammit, when I need a break from work, I'm gonna pay $0. I'm gonna pay $0. Now what bitch in that?
If you don't close your damn mouth and just hang up on these people, you spitting at me. I can't dodge fast enough. That's how she making me feel.
Right mind leaving Section 8 that can take breaks from work and pay $0 and live like this, huh? You don't know that bitch in her right mind doing nothing like that. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all better go get y'all something and stop hating. Bitch, I take off when I want to. I retire for years at a time with my Section 8. Because I can. Because you do what you want when you popping. And Section 8 been keeping me popping since 2009. I'm going to be on it to 2099. 2099. Yeah, I'm passing my Section 8 voucher to my grandbaby. So what y'all gonna hate on her too?
Does she do that, y'all? Or is she just being sarcastic?
I'm just sick of y'all.
Y'all be so sick of people on the internet. You are the one who clicked your phone, lady, went on Facebook, Instagram, whatever the hell you want, push the live button. You pushed it. Your black ass with the gold teeth and spit in the mouth. Bitch, you put yourself online for these people to be mean to you. Did you think the internet was finna clap their hands for you in your Section 8 and you spitting at them in the camera? Y'all gotta stop telling y'all business if y'all don't want people to get on the internet and tell you your business. The internet ain't gonna never be nice to you. You gotta have, your skin gotta be thick. I don't even think there's a pizza crust thick enough to explain it. Your skin gotta be thick if you gonna bring your butt on this internet. This platform that I'm on right now, y'all be coming for makeup. Y'all be coming for all kind of stuff. But I know who I am. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Blah. You gotta realize people are projecting, you guys. Don't ever get mad and react and give people your negative energy. You cannot give people your energy. Do you know how expensive your energy is? All this positivity God is sending your way, all these great people, and then you want to put all this energy into this one negative comment because somebody said you got on too much makeup or something. Child, I wish the hell I would. You got to look at your energy as power. Don't give people your power, girl. Boy, no.
Yeah, $0. When I retired from work for years, I paid $0. And guess what? Section 8 even helped me pay my goddamn light bill. So who getting off of Section 8, huh? Who don't want Section 8, huh? Only the haters. Because y'all hoes are hard working and underpaid.
You slaves. You some hating ass slaves. Y'all hard working and underpaid. Y'all heard her? Get you some Section 8, girl.
Sit there slaving yourself like a dog to take care of other mans. And they got a nerve to be worried about Section 8. Girl, Section 8 is on our side. Huh? What's wrong with y'all? Sick of y'all. Y'all pathetic. I got nothing to say.
I'm not here to judge this lady. I'm not here to laugh at her. Okay, I'm lying because she was funny as hell. So I did laugh. I have no judgment on this woman other than the fact of you should have finished your KFC before getting on that camera and spitting all in my face. Girl, that was gross. Everything else, y'all better leave this woman, her kids, and her damn Section 8 alone, okay? Because she seemed like she'd come for your head. You better leave her alone. Her and her gold teeth. Quit playing with this lady.
When I first heard of Section 8 and public assistance, it sounded like I hit the jackpot. Like, I'm finally here. I finally get to live a good life. Rent-free. I get to keep my money in my pocket because I get my rent paid. Little did I know that it would ruin my life. I got Section 8 after I had my second child. I applied to all these wait lists and I finally got it. And I got to choose the neighborhood I wanted to live in. I got to pick the house that I wanted to live in as long as it fit the budget. I got to choose how many bedrooms that I got. It was so wonderful. At that time, I didn't know that my then boyfriend, who already had a felony, would not be able to live with me anymore. So now, us living together had to be a secret. When it was time for inspection, I was hiding his shoes and hiding his clothes and hiding his belongings so that they wouldn't know that there was a man living with me, which caused tension. It caused, some resentment, and I'll talk about that later. But at that time, I didn't know how it was causing a separation between us. But we did it. You hear a knock at the door, and you wonder if it's management or maintenance or somebody who's going to see him there. So, again, we would hide and sneak around and make it seem like, he didn't live there. And then it became one of those things that you don't live here. You can't even be on a lease. Not seeing how it would later on tear our family apart in many ways.
She got her Section 8 voucher. And then she said it ruined her life because her boyfriend, who could not take care of her with the first baby, she went and had a second baby with him. Man's got a felony in the process. And she said that basically she can't live with him on that voucher because, number one, that's not your husband. And number two, he's a felon. And she's saying basically Section 8 ruined her life because she cannot live with this man. She's not the only person I've ever heard with this story. And I'm not judging her because I know what it feels like. For me, I got food stamps. I'm trying to figure out, and this is not just her, this is mad people that I be talking to. Why is it when you have a baby and you cannot take care of that baby physically, emotionally, financially, you cannot afford, you are struggling to raise one child? What in y'all mind say, let me go have another one? And then another one. Why do y'all keep having kids if you can't, first of all, you can't even take care of yourself? So you said, I'm going to have another kid by the same man that couldn't provide for the first one. And I'm not just trying to single her out. It's just really a question. I just want to know what goes on in your mind when you say, wow, I'm struggling to take care of one child. Let me go have another one. At what point do we take accountability and say, yeah, I'm my own demise? Like, I'm the reason why I'm like this. I'm the reason why I'm in this situation. It's one thing to have one kid. You be like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. I was wilding. I made a mistake. Or it was like, for me, like, I should never put myself in this position. And you learn from that mistake. And you do everything you can to take care of that one child. And you get to the point where you say, let me have another one on top of the struggle. Let me have another one. Y'all don't think that's a little selfish? You don't think it's selfish to keep bringing kids into this world and you cannot afford to take care of yourself? But you said, let me have 2, 3, 4, 5 kids? Sis was talking about to lose her voucher. Her voucher, which is free to very low cost of living in a nice apartment. You could use your voucher to get a valid apartment to make a better life for your children that he cannot provide for. Would you willing to risk it all for this man that didn't care enough to not go and do a crime to get a felony? Vouchers are used as a stepping stone for you to get yourself together. A voucher is like a reset. It's giving you time to get your money up so that you can get off of it. It's not meant for you to be on it forever. But in your mind, you're so focused on Section 8 not allowing you to let this man who has a felony live with you that you're willing to lose it and risk it. I don't know. Never let no man come into your life, right? And mess things up for you. That man is ruining you. It's not the Section 8. It's you and him ruining each other. Given she's putting that man and her feelings before what your kids need. I don't like that. But blessings to her and her family. I hope she doesn't lose her voucher because life is hard.
I wanted to touch on this topic, especially because her comments are like they're going at her in them comments. So first off, I do want to say I don't think that it's a good rule for them to be all, hounding you about who's in your house and this, that, and the third and all that, even if the government is helping that household. But I do also want to say it doesn't matter if your boyfriend has a felony or if he is the police officer. You're technically not supposed to have no one in there. That's the issue. But again, I'm not judging you for having your boo up in there because you have every right to do that. But what I will say is, especially because of the comments, you're not supposed to live off the government. You're not supposed to expect too much from them. The goal of Section 8 and all of these other, programs is for you to get assistance, for you to get help to your next level. You probably are like, who is he? I'm someone that uses assistance as well, but I am most definitely actively trying my hardest to not have to live off of it. I'm going to use it to get to the next step. Now, I understand that people run out of steam. People, feel like this is the last stop. This is it, woo-de-woo, or whatever. But unfortunately, you either have to keep going or abide by the rules. And what I mean by that is you could simply go and start making some more money, go back to school, do something. And I already know most people have those excuses of I got kids and I do this and I do that. Unfortunately, all it is an excuse because I got up and I do a lot and I know people around me that have a lot of kids and stuff that still got up and went to school and got family help. And we always don't want to too much have people help, but it's more so running out of steam. When you got that Section 8 voucher, you should have kept going. You should have went back to school or this, that, and the third or something like that. So that way your goal should be, let me stay here until I get my own house so no one can tell me who I can have in there and who I can't have in there. I can't have no one in my house. But that's why I'm going back to school so I can make some more money so that way I can have my own shit and nobody can tell me nothing about it. You don't live off the government. You use it to get to the next step, whether that's food stamps or anything.
Project. When you stay in the projects, these people can basically come in your house whenever they get ready. They can tell you who can be in and out of your house. You feel me? If your baby daddy come over, they can pretty much put you out for even letting him come over to your house. And really just think about it, bro. Everybody that you let stay with you, they want them folks' name, they want them folks' number, they want their social security number, they want their date of birth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't find that weird? And so y'all remember they cloned Tyrone when they was like somebody's conducting experiments on us? Experiments, projects. Just think about it, bro. You know somebody on Section 8, think about how long they really been on Section 8. These folks get y'all on there and get y'all comfortable with living like this. Some of them got roaches, some of them got rats, but I guess as long as you got somewhere to stay, that's all that matter, right? These people can literally walk in your house at 1 in the morning if they wanted to. But man, these folks don't want us to elevate. They don't want our minds to expand. They want us stuck in the same place. You feel? When you on housing, you can't even make a certain amount of money or they'll actually kick you out like you making too much money to even be staying here, you feel me? That's how you know they want you stuck in that same spot forever. Think about it, the grandma died on housing, The mama got on housing, the daughter on housing. It's a reoccurring cycle. I said keep it real for a minute. It's majority of wet color that stay in the projects on Section 8. Bro, they scared our people. They scared our people elevating, bro. Do y'all know how powerful we really are? Melanin is the biggest threat to them right now. Melanin people. Have y'all peeped how now they starting to tear the projects down? You feel me? They starting to rebuild them, give them these fancy names, make the inside look like luxury. It's still Section 8. And they doing that to make y'all more comfortable. Nah, them folks making y'all comfortable with where y'all at in life. You feel me? Them folks can still run in your house when they get ready. And not to mention the cameras and stuff that's out there. Them folks watching y'all every move. They getting y'all used to this. So when they start putting us in them concentration camps and start doing all that other mess, y'all already know the procedure. Y'all already know how it works. I remember this scene in They Clone Tyrone when they were watching everybody on the cameras. A particular type of people.
The pros and cons of living in public housing. So me personally, I moved into public housing when I was 18 years old. I was a teen mother myself. So right after high school, I moved into public housing, and it was a stepping stone for me as a single mom to get on my feet. So I'm not never downplaying Section 8 housing. For the people who got goals, it's a stepping stone. It's all about what you make at the end of the day, but you cannot get comfortable in Section 8 housing and think you're going to be successful, because your rent can be all the way down to zero, depending on what state you live on. It's based on your income and how much you bringing into the table and how many children you have and what's your household size. So you can get low rent, but in the day, you got to understand, when you live in Section 8 houses, also cons go with that. You got the government controlling your whereabouts, how much money you can make, what type of company you can keep in your house. Sometimes you got to put your child father on child support. You living in Section 8 housing, so it's not all peaches and cream. They steady worrying about how many jobs you can make. They kind of like keep you at a limit because you got somebody controlling you on how much you can make, what you can do. And don't get me wrong, it's a good program, but it's about how you use the program to your benefit. You understand what I'm saying? Because in the day, if you a grinder like myself, you're going to take that program and you're going to drive. Like, it's so easy to start your own business out of public housing, you know, to get on your feet, go to school, get a trade. That's what I did. When I was 18, I lived in public housing. I got my CNA certification. Right after that, I enrolled myself into college. So I wanted higher education. I got my degree. Now I done started my own business. I got my bachelor's and my master's degree in Section 8 housing. So now I was able to start my own business. Right, living in Section 8 housing, you know, I wanted better for me and my son at the time. I didn't want to, you know, constantly live off the system, take advantage of the system. But don't get me wrong, I needed the help, so I use it for a stepping stone. And that's what I recommend to any person who moves in Section 8 housing. You got to be about your money. You got to be about your grind. You got some people who use Section 8 housing as a crutch. What I mean by that is, like, they'll get comfortable with somebody giving them something free, and you're not going to make it far, because the way these benefits is set up now these days, they cut out a lot of programs, and nationwide, they not allowed, they put time frames on these programs. They're not going to allow you just to stay in these programs for free now these days. So you better really get into your bag when you live into these government programs, because they really cracking down, because you got a lot of people who been living off these programs, not about their money. And this video for not those. This is for people trying to grind. Like I'm telling y'all, these are for people going places in life. That's why I'm making this video for today. The ones who really want to get somewhere in life, if you living in Section 8, baby, take advantage of the program. Take advantage. Go to school, get your trade, stay in your bag. Like, don't get caught up off the free shit. Don't let the free shit fool you, because yes, it's free. But like I told y'all, it comes with a lot come with that. They steady monitor who in and out your house or whatever, depending on, you know, you got to put your child father on child support. You know, you got to kick the man out the house. It just comes with so much. Like, do you really want somebody to control your life like that? That's the question you got to ask yourself. So yes, I don't feel like it's bad to live in public housing, but you got to be about your money. Like, you know, like where I stayed at, I see a lot of people, you know, you got the doers down there and you got the people who comfortable living down there. Like, I come out my house, I see a lot of people hanging around outside, not doing nothing, not going to work, not getting to their bag, hanging around, you know, just living life comfortably, living free, like not really caring about how they gonna, you know, move up to the next level. Like, you do see people like that. I'm not gonna lie and say you don't see that in the Section 8 housing, the projects. You do see shit like that. You can't come out your door and see a lot of people not getting to their bed. Like, you see that people lingering around, hanging around, you know, not really taking the opportunity to the next level. But I also saw a lot of working moms who get up every day, take their children to school, feed their kids, going back to school. They be going to a lot of these trade schools. I know a lot of people that was going to the Dorsey programs, doing their medical assistance. I done talked to some of my neighbors now, they was doing medical assistance. They was doing their CNA. They was doing their LPN program. So I did see that in the project housing. A lot of the single moms was getting to their bed, was taking care of their kids, was make sure their kids go back and forth to school, and was trying to better themselves. But I also, like I said, I saw people down there hanging around, you know, just living free, love getting the free benefits, feel like they don't got to work, not putting their best foot forward, partying all night, hanging around all night. I seen both worlds down there. So I'm just gonna say this: I'm not knocking Section 8 housing, government housing, but at the end of the day, It's all about what you make it. If you're going to get down there, you're going to get comfortable, or you're going to use the program to really make some of yourself. If you one of them people who lazy, not about getting up, not about the bed, because they're not going to knock on your door and say, hey, go get a job. They're not going to do that when you live in there. It's about independence. It's all about what you make. You could keep recertifying your rent for $0 and stay on a budget, but that come with a budget living. You're not going to be able to live life to your potential. You're not going to take trips when you want to. You're not going to go to the mall, cash out your kids when you want to. You're not going to be able to ever buy no properties. You're not going to own anything if you let that be a lifetime housing situation for you. But if you want people that's motivated and dedicated to get up, you can turn it around and like really own property, start businesses. But again, like I said, ain't nobody about to knock on your door and say, hey, get up, go get a job. They're not going to do that because the rent is zero. Now that is getting stricter, like I said earlier. They put time frames on it. So now that is making it harder to get that type of housing. And they also put time frames on it. They want people to go to work. They want people to get in their bed. They want people to go back to school. They giving out schoolyard free in all these states. They giving out programs, how to start your business. They giving out first time home loans or grants in different states, depending on your state. So they want people to do better. There's so many free programs out here. You just gotta be a person that's willing to take advantage and do your research, get on this computer, get on Google, and it's out here for you. Like, start seeing what's in your city, because they out here giving this money out. They giving out these free programs to people. If you want to go back to school, if you want to get a trade, you want to start your own business, you want to start your own trucking company, get your CDLs, it's out here. But you gotta be willing to put the work in, because like I said, you live in them Section 8 housing, they not gonna knock on your door and say, hey, get up, go get a job. Hey, get up, go to this program. No, you have to be self-motivated. You have to be dedicated. You got to be willing to get up and get to your bed. If you're not one of those, then you will be stuck living in Section 8 housing. If you're not a person who like to get up and grind for your check every day, you will be stuck in Section 8 housing. But if you're a person who about your bag, who don't mind putting that work in, yeah, it can change your life, because it changed my life. I was one of them people, I got up every day. Like I said, I got up to my child to school, made sure he graduated. You know what I'm saying? I got up and went to work. I got up and went to school. I got my degree out the house. Now I'm a business owner. I can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I've been a business owner. I've been in my career for several years, so I can speak on it. I want to know who didn't allow the system to break me. I allowed the system to make me to the woman I am today, and that could be you, but you have to apply yourself. If you're not going to apply yourself, it's going to be like generation after generation, because I saw that when I was living in the low-income houses. You see the generation curse, where you see one generation after another generation of family just back and forth, staying down there, nobody really trying to get up out of there. But I also saw a generation of people who got on down there, who did what they need to do. Now they living better. I went into some of my friends today who doing damn good. They business owners, came from the same projects that I came from. They business owners, they entrepreneurs. And I also ride back through there time to time, because I got people that still live down there who ain't doing right. They still down there. They still in the corner. They still not doing nothing. So again, I'm not knocking public housing, baby. It's all about what you make it. You got to be motivated. You got to be in your bed. If you're not one of those, you're going to be stuck down there. And like I told y'all, the way this shit set up now, they about to stop a lot of programs. They putting time frames on all this. So y'all, if you in one of them public houses, you better get in your bed, because the way these programs and all this free shit out here today, it might not be out here tomorrow.
Many landlords are no longer accepting Section 8 vouchers, to the point where in Atlanta, people are staying in homeless shelters and those tent cities, okay? So this is highlighted in Georgia, but it's happening all over the United States.
You could technically be in an apartment right now if you could find one that would accept the voucher.
Yes.
Both have been approved for the rental assistance program, but neither can find a landlord that will accept it.
I had my vouchers in December.
Yvonne was approved more than a year ago. Both say they were given outdated lists of potential properties to try. It is up to them to make call after call and pay application fees that get them nowhere.
What's the use of a voucher and I can't do anything with it?
Nikita Blanc is getting her master's in sociology at Georgia State University. As part of the program, she spent a year working at the Marietta Housing Authority.
I've seen the desperation in a lot of people's faces when they can't find a place.
Moved by her experience, she is working with other students to figure out why landlords are locking out tenants on Section 8.
We just want to know, did you not get paid on time? Was the relationship with the tenant bad?
In Cobb County, the Housing Authority says in the past 2 years, the number of landlords actively participating in their program has dropped 20%. And according to our open records request, housing authorities across the state report less than half of the families who get vouchers use them.
What would you say is at stake if we don't figure this out?
You're going to see a huge increase in homelessness, women, children, the elderly, our most vulnerable Shout out to cry. Our most vulnerable populations will be suffering.
If you like this video, give me a like, boo. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to catch you in the next one.